If you're concerned about lost strength or muscle gains due to an extended time off from the gym, then today's video is for you. Stay tuned. What's up all my devil dogs, it's your boy Sean Holly, Strength Corps Iron 5-Star General. Welcome to today's video. Before we get started on today's topic, be sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and get this video to 50 likes at least. Trying to get this into more people's feeds, help the channel grow, all that good stuff. As always, not trying to keep you here all day, just here to drop some knowledge or motivation and send you on your way. So before we get started, I just want to say that everything I say in this video can be applied to those who've had an extended period off from the gym, whether it be from the closure of everything, just as of the posting date of this video, or if you've had an injury, you know, once things are normalized again and you've just been out of the gym for an extended period of time. It can all be applied. The motivation, the mindset of this video will work for both parties involved. So today we're going to talk about being away from the gym for an extended period of time. With just the state of the world as of today's posting of this video, a lot of people have been out of the gym for quite some time. I was out of the gym for about 3 months. There are people who are still out of the gym now and will start to maybe slowly get back at some point, hopefully in the near future, if they haven't already. But a lot of people, when they first get back, are going to notice a few things. They're going to notice that their strength isn't what it was, and their muscle, they've lost a little bit. Maybe not enough for the average person to notice a difference in you, but if you're someone who really pays attention to your physique, you're going to notice that maybe you're not as full or as muscular in some places as you once were before everything got kind of shut down. But I'm here to tell you that it's okay. It's all about the mindset that you have to have going back into this. Number one, you have to understand that usually it takes anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks before your muscles start deteriorating in terms of like actually losing like muscle tissue. That usually takes about 4 to 6 weeks. And then once it does start, it happens at a pretty like slow pace. If you've been training for 5, 6, 7 years, you're not gonna lose all of your gains in 3 months, 5 months, 6 months. You're not gonna lose all of that. Are you gonna lose some? Absolutely. I'm not here to sugarcoat and tell you that, oh, you're gonna keep all your muscle and all your strength, and when you go back, it's gonna be just like you never left. I just couldn't say that. That would be disingenuous of me, and it wouldn't be true. But what I can tell you is this, especially as somebody who is, 7, 8 years deep into, just lifting consistently and everything like that, is that your strength, your muscle, it will come back pretty quick. I'm currently in my 6th week back from training, and my numbers are continuously going up week to week. I'm feeling stronger. I'm looking better. I feel better. I'm more acclimated to the gym now. I'm not out of breath after doing a couple of sets of high rep stuff. Movements don't feel strange. I'm kind of back in the groove, and it's just more of, okay, I'm back in the rhythm of doing things. Now it's time to add that weight back to the bar and try and get my closure strength or whatever I have to say, so YouTube doesn't demonetize my video for using one of those trigger words for the bug that's going around. See, I can't even say what it is, because then YouTube is going to take away whatever little money this video will bring me. But besides all that, just getting back into it has been a journey. It's a continuing journey, but it's all about the mindset that you have. So for my beginners who might have just been starting the gym before they didn't have access to it anymore through injury or from the closure of everything, just know that, again, your strength is going to come back very quickly, because as a beginner, you progress super fast. So if you were working your way up and maybe you were about to hit maybe, a 225 squat or something like that, and now you've been out of the gym for maybe 3 months or something like that, you might go back and, 135 might feel kind of heavy, maybe even 185 might be pushing your 1 rep max. But just know that that strength is going to come back pretty quick, because as a beginner, you're going to progress quickly anyway. Now for my advanced folks, my folks who've got a little bit higher numbers, I'll use myself as an example. While I'm not the absolute strongest person out there, I think I have a pretty decent level of strength. I had a 500 and probably about 20 pound squat before everything closed down and I wasn't able to access the gym for about 3 months. Going back and having 400, a little over 400 pounds feel kind of heavy, I had two choices. I could let that make me, be sad and reminisce about, oh man, this used to be rep work, man, and now it's super light, and let that get me down. Or I can do what I've been doing, which is changing my mindset and having a different approach whenever I am going to the gym, and appreciating just the sheer amount of progress that I'm about to make and how quick I'm about to make it. So what I mean by it is this. So we all know, and if you don't know, I'm about to teach you something right here. When you're trying to regain lost strength, it's a lot easier to do that than it is to actually gain strength initially. So with this type of thinking, you have to think like this, especially if you're someone who's been lifting a while and your numbers are pretty high, or your work capacity is pretty high, where you can do a lot of stuff in the gym and not really get winded, and now it seems like 3 sets and you're like done. You have to keep this in mind and keep this mindset. Stop worrying so much about what you used to be able to do, and start enjoying the fact that you're about to progress like you're a beginner almost. You're gonna be adding weight to the bar almost on a weekly basis, which for all my people who are maybe intermediate to advanced, you know that that's not a reality for us. Like going week to week and just throwing 2.5, 5 pounds onto the bar every single week, it doesn't happen. Once you reach a certain level of strength, it takes longer to get even stronger. Bars, you know, because I'm a whole rapper out here. But yes, it does take a longer time to reach new levels of strength the stronger that you get. That's just how it works, you know. Working your way up to a 225 bench is going to be a lot faster than working your way from 225 to 315, and that's going to be a lot faster than 315 to 405. Like, it just is going to be a longer journey the stronger that you get, and you're not going to progress week to week to week. So enjoy this little time where, hey, you know, I'm not as strong as I once was. Get over it, because the strength ain't coming back with you complaining about it. What you need to focus on is, okay, I want to make sure I'm progressing week to week, because that's actually a reality and something that's realistic now, as opposed to when I was training before. There is no way I'm adding 5-10 pounds to the bar a week after I just hit, you know, 300. I'm not going to add 305 or 310 to the bar now and just have this new PR and PR every week. That's not going to typically happen for your advanced lifter, or even your intermediate lifter. But since you're coming back from a layoff and you're just trying to regain lost strength, you're going to be able to see that progress week to week. Myself, last week, I think I squatted about 308 or 309 pounds for my pause squats for sets of 7. And this week I was able to do that same thing, and it actually felt better. It was still about a 7, but for 320. So I basically added about 10 pounds to the bar in a week. And that never happens normally when I'm training without any stoppages and I'm just kind of going along my training. Like, adding 10 pounds to the bar in a week is insane. It's unheard of, unless I'm literally like peaking out for a meet or something like that, where I'm, you know, getting rid of the fatigue that I've built up and demonstrating how strong I am. But if we're talking about on a week to week basis in the middle of a program, adding 10 pounds to the bar typically is not gonna happen, you know, unless your technique is really bad, or you are severely under recovered, or something like that, some outlying factor or something like that. Like, you're not going to see that type of progress, but you are right now, because you're just regaining strength that you lost. So enjoy that process, enjoy that grind. Because when you enjoy the process, right? When you enjoy just getting stronger, no matter if it's week to week or month to month or year to year, right? Decade to decade, if you really want to get into it. If you just enjoy the journey of getting stronger, you're going to be successful in lifting long term, because you're not going to be so concerned with what amount of weight is on the bar. You're going to be concerned with just getting better as a lifter, right? Whether that means improving your form, improving your programming, improving your knowledge, improving your actual numbers on the bar, all of those will hold the same value. You're just trying to get better as a lifter. And right now, a lot of people are really freaking out because they're like, oh, I don't have these same numbers, I'm weaker, and they're letting that get them down. And that's gonna cause you to not be able to progress back to your original amount of strength as fast. There's no study behind that, but I'm guaranteeing you, if your mindset going to the gym is, man, I'm not even as strong as I used to be, you're gonna half-ass your workouts. You're not gonna really push to get back to where you want to get to because you're so concerned with not being able to do what you used to be able to do, instead of focusing on what you can do right now to get back there, right? You have to be just as hungry to get back to where you were and stop being so depressed that you're just not there. You know what I'm saying? Think about it like this. If an athlete, right, let's say that they get hurt. Let's say there's an NFL or NBA player and they tear their ACL, right? And let's say now they're just out of surgery, they're able to start running and they're not as fast. If they have the mentality of, well, I'm not as fast as I used to be, like, am I ever gonna get this speed back, man? Like, if they have that mentality, their career is gonna tank, right? They're never gonna get back to that pre-injury level of success that they might have experienced. But if in their mind they're like, look, I'm gonna get back, maybe even be better than I was. They work harder, they train every day, they do their rehab, and a lot of times you see those players, look at somebody like Adrian Peterson, who, yes, is a genetic outlier for sure, but he came back post-injury and was arguably better than before his injury. And I guarantee you he didn't have a defeatist mentality when he was coming back, like, oh, I'm gonna be slower, I'm not gonna be the same because of this injury. He was just trying to get back to where he was, and he actually ascended past that. So that's what I want you guys to focus on. That's what I'm focused on right now. I'm focused on not even just getting back to how strong I was. I want to be past that. I want to be better than that. It's all about the mentality that you're gonna have when you approach your training. If you approach it like a loser, guess what? You're going to lose. And if you approach it like a winner, I guarantee you, your strength is gonna come back and you're gonna surpass that and continue to progress, okay? You just have to really focus on the task at hand. Stop worrying about the past. It's in the past. Worry about the future and how strong you can get, how much muscle you can build, and don't worry so much about the time off. Because if you think about it, 3 months in the long term span of things, if you train for 10 years, 3 months is whatever. You probably take 3 months off with just vacations, getting sick, things like that, in that time frame anyway. So 3 months off is honestly not as long as people make it out to be. Even 6 months is not as long as people make it out to be. All right, if you're in this for the long game, 6 months in the grand scheme of things is not that bad. All right, guys, so I hope that this video helps motivate you guys a little bit. Just wanted to kind of, get that out there, help anybody out there who's maybe struggling with not being as strong or having as much muscle as they had before whatever long layoff for whatever reason happened, and just kind of get back in the game and, get your mind right and get them gains back. All right, so if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to subscribe, leave a thumbs up down below. It really helps the channel grow. Also, don't forget to click that bell next to the subscription button so you get notifications for all my new videos. And of course, don't forget the orders. Subscribe and share, like and comment, follow all my social media. Till next time, all my devil dogs, dismissed.
Resembling Bible Satan, set him up often, with him up often like his PlayStation. Open up your minds and come together as a nation, right?